अब हर एक नारी अगर अपने आप को सही तरीके से पहचान ले, अपनी सब खूबियाँ पहचान ले, तब वो दुर्गा बनती हैं.
Most of the time when they are getting disrespected, they just pretend that, it's okay.
The place where I come from, Kerala, women are given wings, all right?
I think we as women are we are meant to be more into people pleasing. Hello and welcome to another episode of Filterless Talk by Catalyst Crew, a podcast show where we strip away the noise and get real. Today is about women, not the roles that we play, not the labels that we carry, but the power that we hold. It is about every woman that doubted herself but did it anyway. Every woman that felt invisible but chose to be seen. And every woman who is still figuring it out. No filters, no perfection, just real, raw, and courageous story because women don't just create life but create the world. So let's get real, let's get filterless with these three beautiful women that we have on our panel today. Before I begin, I would like to introduce you all to my three panelists. Ms. Sneha Naidu, a travel and lifestyle influencer turned entrepreneur who built both a personal brand and a pan-India chocolate business with her bold ambition. Mrs. Suma Chacko, an image consultant who is redefining styling. And Mrs. Krupa Shah, an abstract artist and the creator of Kalachetna, who turned motherhood into a journey of inner awakening and emotional transformation. And she is also the founder of Krupa Arts Foundation. Let's begin this beautiful Women's Day special on the Filterless. So, ladies, before we begin with this entire conversation, I would like you guys to answer this one question, that if you had to tell your younger self who you are today and what you are doing, what would you say? We'll start with Krupa ma'am.
So I would say that being a small child, everybody has a particular dream about being something. And I had dreamt of something, but life took a beautiful turn from somewhere. And today, where I am, when I go back in those days, I see myself that nothing was prepared, everything was raw, but God had such beautiful plans. So when you turn towards yourself, it is a beautiful journey full of surprises, of course, tough, but it's a wonderful, wonderful journey. And I'm very proud to be here. And I'm very proud to, first of all, listen to my own self. That decision of mine to listen to my inner self, that has really brought me to a great human today, honest woman today. And I'm very happy that I don't love playing a victim or a complaint box. But I've learned over the years that everything has a solution and you should just have to mark on that and go ahead on that.
Thank you so much. That's really beautiful, Mrs. Suma.
So I'm here at the right time, the right place. As I always believe, there's a time and place for everything. So my calling has always been related to persona, and that's what I'm doing now, helping people build their persona. And as I do so, I'm building my own.
Amazing.
So it's
Truly.
been an amazing journey all these years.
Lovely, lovely. It really sounds exciting and we are looking forward to hear more from you.
Sure.
Sneha, would you like to say something?
That's actually a very interesting question, first of all. And I would like to say that be authentic. Don't mold yourself to fit into any box or to the society norms. Just be yourself and things will fall into place.
Lovely. Okay, so like we all heard some different stories from you guys, I would also want to ask, what does it truly mean to you to be a woman and define womanhood in 2026? We'll start with you.
For me, it's more like women has that power in them that they can handle everything. In this world, in this era there is nothing that women can't do.
Yeah.
And I'm so proud to see that, you know, even a housewife, even a person, even a woman who was very underconfident, they are still making, you know, videos. They are Acha, I know one influencers. She is from this village, I guess she is from Bengal,
Okay.
and she now makes a video, and she all like she just talks about all these things, like how her parents and how in-laws were very strict, and still she managed to, you know, make a content. And now she is empowering other women, you know,
Yeah.
to make a videos and like show their house, show their life. And like she looks forward to, you know, change her life and other lives
Yeah,
also.
yeah, yeah.
So like it's so beautiful, and I guess that's it. Like I would like to say that in this era, like women are thriving.
They've become fearless.
Fearless,
They've become
fearless.
full of
Yeah.
life. Okay, what about you? What do you think?
Yeah, just as she echoed, I would also say, that I never thought, might be 2 years ago,
Yeah.
that first of all, sitting in a podcast, another one is creating content and putting it out to the world. Of course, I was into training and coaching, helping people get a voice, but I never thought I would show a lot of hidden parts or nuances about myself to the world,
Yeah.
in a public arena. And as you rightly pointed out, women are evolving and are becoming go-getters.
Yeah.
Which they're drawing in from the inner strength and going out of their comfort zone. And that is commendable.
Would you wish to add something to the same?
Here, I would like to just say that women from all the eras were strong. If you go to our ancient wisdom stories,
Yeah.
so माँ दुर्गा इसलिए पूजी नहीं जाती क्योंकि वो युद्ध करती है, वो इसलिए पूजी जाती है क्योंकि उन्होंने अपनी शक्तियों को संतुलन में रखा था.
Beautiful.
सो अब हर एक नारी अगर अपने आप को सही तरीके से पहचान ले, अपनी सब खूबियाँ पहचान ले, चाहे वो कठोर हो, कोमल हो, शांत हो या करेजियस हो,
Yeah.
तब वो दुर्गा बनती है. तो first of all, women were scared. They were into that part of that cultural things that there has to be some limitations,
True.
keeping the family together and go ahead. And now also the same way, if I would say to my journey, I have a big family. I have 3 wonderful, beautiful daughters. So right now, my daughters are also 20, 20, 21, 22, 19, 18. In those days, having 3 daughters was like, oh, you don't have a son?
Yeah.
And that time I used to courageously say, I am a proud mother. And I feel so courageous about, because I have a daughter, today they have been my inspiration to what I am today. And being with them, I have voiced up. I used to take care of them and yes, giving them good values, teaching them good values and everything. But that somewhere I thought that I'm missing out somewhere. I'm losing myself, doing many roles. And of course, your 3 daughters, you have so much to take care of. Then just a thought came in my mind. If I lose myself, what is an example I'm setting for my daughters?
100%.
And there where I understood, then I went to a lot of stories about these ancient wisdoms, like when you talk about Rani Lakshmi Bai, you talk about Durga Ma, you talk about Parvati Ma. They all had their own substance. Even if having multiple roles, they had their own particular substance. There where, you understand yourself, आप अपने आप को जोड़ते हो, और जब नारी अपने आप को जुड़ लेती है तो वो सिर्फ केवल अपने लिए नहीं बदलती है, लेकिन पूरा जो आजू बाजू का अपना ऑरा है, पूरा संसार बदलता है.
True.
So I think it's a wonderful journey and women should voice up. They should walk on the right path. They should think about more seeing to the outer world. They should more focus on their inner world, because that is what works 90%. And then deliverables outside comes automatically that 10%. And you are bang on to that. So more power to womanhood. हम नवरात्रि में 9 दिन माता को बचते हैं, उनकी पूजा करते हैं, तो उनकी शक्तियाँ तो है ही है, हम दुर्गा की ही बेटियाँ हैं, सिर्फ केवल हमें अपने आप को पहचानना है, हमारी शक्तियों को पहचानना है, एंड यू आर देयर.
True that. Very, very rightly said.
Yeah.
I mean, you just put it up
On point.
beautifully. But we always say that today women want to get successful, they want to thrive, they want to fit in all the way, at the same time be emotionally available, financially independent, and still at the same time have their feminine energy. Do you think in all of this going on today, modern woman is losing their feminine energy?
I completely believe to it. More problem is what, Riya, I'll tell you. They are with full force, they want to do something.
Yeah.
They want to do something, they think I am a multitasker. Yes, you are. But sometimes you are a woman, you have many internal issues like hormonal changes, menopause, perimenopause. Lot of, you're changing from one family to another family, getting adjusting there. So our society is very much, they are not very happy that if you are aligning yourself, they are not going to celebrate that. Right? So they have a lot of expectations from you. So even you are doing the 100% for that, but somewhere you have to take a break. So here where I always say on my stages also, that people believe in time management, but together I believe into energy management.
Beautiful.
Women need the most energies because they are playing multiple roles. And still, nobody is happy. And there where she goes down and she sits in a corner and then she is like, there where she's losing.
Yeah.
Now, at that same part, she has to just understand, it's okay. You've done your part of work. It's okay. Not everybody can be happy with you. If some people are happy with you, you're fortunate. But the main thing is you have to be happy with your own self.
True that.
Go down to the mirror, check yourself, see yourself. Are you happy? That is more important.
Yes.
खुद के लिए जियो, खुद को पा लिया तो आपने दुनिया पा ली. So I think rather than focusing on the outer part, what people are guessing about you, what people are judging about you, focus on yourself. Check on yourself.
Yeah.
Today, I have something in the morning. You wake up in the morning, plan your energies, check onto your list, know yourself. Today, I have to do this, 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 this. In the night, check it out. You've done this. You're happy. Done for the day.
Yeah.
People who are not happy with you, sorry.
Okay.
Thank you.
Just let it be.
Good night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think we as women are like, we are meant to be more into people pleasing. And our basic nature comes with life. We actually learn that it is not important that everybody is going to be happy with you or anything. And that is our basic nature. Men on the other side, men are not that much into people pleasing. They are like just okay. And they are very practical when it comes. And for us as women, we always want the emotional connection with everybody in the world. And that is actually not possible. With that, I also come to one question, that what is it that women pretend that they are okay with, but they are never okay with it?
I think most of the time when they are getting disrespected, they just pretend that, it's okay. Maybe, like this will pass, because most of the women in this, like at least in India, I would say,
Yeah.
getting disrespected by their in-laws and like
Yeah,
maybe their
it's
spouse.
there.
It's there. Nobody is ready to talk about it. They are like, matlab मैं बोलूँगी तो maybe I'll look it as like people will look at me as like very बदतमीज.
Huh.
Give it back.
Yeah. That she's fighting for something or that.
See, I have seen so many girls who will talk a lot of shit on internet कि ऐसे होना चाहिए, वैसे होना चाहिए, we should do this, we should do that. But then when it comes to the real life, they can't speak. They can't, put boundaries.
Yeah.
And that has come from our previous generations also, that थोड़ा सा adjust कर ले. It doesn't matter. थोड़ा adjust कर लेगी तो, like this relation, you will stay with this relation. You will, like long term तेरा ये relation चलेगा. And then like so many things are there. Definitely people are talking, women are talking, coming ahead and like fighting for their rights. But again, this is something that they are always somewhere subtly people are also
Yeah.
telling them that you should be
Okay with
adjusting
it.
it. You should be adjusting no matter what, and they have to, because उनको वही घर में रहना है. They can't live. So many things are attached to them, and जो चीज़ मतलब एक होता है ना कि men can get away with it.
Yeah.
तुम करोगे तो उसके पीछे इतने consequences नहीं होंगे, but then if woman does the same thing, there are so
There are
many
so many
consequences around it, and then again like blames shifting is something that our Indian society is very smart with. So I guess that is
What
the
do
thing.
you think about
Yeah,
the same?
I'm listening to both of you, air your opinions. I would like to be a little different here in the sense, maybe the place where I come from, Kerala. Women are given wings, all right? So you would see a lot of Keralites, especially ladies,
Yeah.
holding fort, and they're all over the world. Very soon, don't be surprised if you see them on Mars, because on Moon we already have someone and who's just come back. So what I'm saying is sometimes these also come from the cultural background that women are in. Having said that, as Indians, we are somehow, I understand what you people are trying to say.
Yeah.
We are somehow pushed into the background. We're not brought to the periphery. But it's high time that our voices have to be heard. All right. So when I say our voices have to be heard, I'm not saying that we have to do a morcha and be out there and that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is we've got to learn to take ownership for our rights and speak what we believe and what we really feel, inside. So the minute we come out, people know, not just men, anyone would know that, oh, this one has a superpower. Residing, she spoke about Ma Durga,
Yeah.
or any of our gods, goddesses. In India, we have, we are so closely knit as far as religion and spirituality is concerned.
True.
And all of it comes from the female, Still, I don't know, and the female is the only thing, a person who can give birth. But still, when we can worship and adore our deities, why don't we worship our women?
Yeah.
We are not asking to be worshipped, actually. Just treat us with equal respect. That's all what we're saying. I know what you meant,
That is what she clearly meant. No.
Absolutely.
I think it's the fact that we are sometimes too hard on ourselves, and that's how it has been going from generations and generations. And we've been taught only that if we are going in somebody else's house, we are not the part of our own house. That whole, the process of us being nurtured versus the men being nurtured is way too different. If the men were taught since their childhood that you have to act in a certain way, you have to be around a woman in a certain way, and not treat them like your wives, your girlfriends, but treat them all with the respect you give to your mother, I think that would have shifted the whole narrative in a whole different and a most beautiful way.
Absolutely, you said it.
With all of this going on, we all know that we've been too much hard for ourselves. But I also feel that there's something called fake feminism that is existing in today's world. So I would want you to highlight that. Do you think that it actually exists, that sometimes females are also making misuse of the word feminism and at the same time taking it in a very wrong direction?
Yes. So this is a very concerned part right now in all parts of India. I would say that first of all, I don't know whether it's the right platform to say or not, but when you talk about women's itself deprives women.
Yeah.
So when one woman is going ahead or she's doing something great, so if the other woman is not getting an opportunity or she's been, controlled by the family, she will always feel that envious type why she is doing. Whether it is one family or you're a sister-in-law and 3-4 sister-in-laws in one family. See, there won't be a support. Ki chalo, one girl is doing, so we all women together support it.
Exactly.
See, now there the men's don't come in between.
Yeah.
Right? So when there are 3-4 women in the house or in an office scale or wherever, one woman will try to deprive that woman that by she's nothing, or she'll play her politics somewhere, going in another room, crib about that woman. So this kind of a part has to be really checked on it and taking the credit of somebody else's on her.
True that.
So if you're doing something great and good, I will be just seeing you. I'm doing nothing. I'm not focusing on myself. And I am just copying you and just talking in my way, and I'm putting my words inside. I'm showing, oh, I did this and I did that. This is the worst part, which is creating differences between woman to woman.
Yeah.
I would always say that men have always been supported. They are always there for us. Right now in this world, our own Prime Minister himself, Sri Narendra Modi ji, is supporting women so much that narrative of men's have also started improving.
Exactly.
But now the main issue is women's only and women's are fighting inside. So that has to be really, checked upon, taught upon, and those kind of women who are feeling jealous should control their emotions. They are feeling jealous because they cannot do anything or they don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
They just want to be those, as I said first, they want to be those victims.
Huh.
मैं बिचारी, मेरे साथ ये हुआ, मेरे साथ वो हुआ. Fine. Now what next? Instead of why me, what next? Come to solution. So this is what we are lacking in education for women and even those girls, because if the mothers are like that, the daughters also get the same education.
Yeah.
They see what they learn what they see. So I would say when I go to those parents and teachers and students seminars, this is a major problem. I would always say कि बेटी बचाओ बेटी पढ़ाओ करना है तो पहले माँ को सुधरना होगा. You have to check on yourself because the parenthood is one side and the entire world is one side, right?
Absolutely.
So you improve yourself again and again. I would say that your inner beauty is reflecting the outer beauty. I'm sure Somaji will be telling more about it.
Exactly.
She's an image consultant. But I have always worked on my inner beauty. See, we all have some pros and cons. Somewhere even I am lacking. Somewhere even you are lacking, you are lacking, you are lacking. We are 4 women in this panel.
All different.
We must be having some great weak points. We must be having some strong points. But why can't we only together cover those weak points for each other and be stronger? If you have something in you, why not I come and support you? Chalo Shomaji, ye karna hai. See, that is what will celebrate the womanhood.
Yes.
I always say woman empowerment. Does you really need that word empowerment? We are the birth givers. With such a pain, we deliver another human, another heartbeat. We are already empowered. We now just need to transform ourselves
Very true.
and be into that installation part of activation. There where Kalachetna comes.
Kalachetna comes.
I would like to add on this one point. I think it's also the responsibility of youngsters to start educating your parents in subtle way that like world is changing and even they need to change and they deserve to change.
Yes.
There are so many things in this like all this situation, whatever the internet is happening, rapidly everything is changing. I guess it's youngsters' responsibility as well that they should educate their parents how to use the technology, what is all going on in this world, how they should upgrade. I know there are so many parents who would not like to
Stubborn,
change,
yes.
very stubborn, but then again subtly we can definitely educate them. From my example, I would like to tell you guys that when I started content creation, my parents had no idea. They were so opposed of all this, and they just thought that you have done masters in data science and big data analytics. This is literally like you have done masters in education. What else you need? Just like do your job, regular job, like whatever we do, like most of the girls do, and just get settled in life. Then I I started educating them on this this can be a field. Give me 1 year. I literally begged with them to give me a year, give me 6 months to prove myself. If it is not working, then I'll maybe do whatever you guys say. So somewhere they have no resources to educate them, then it's youngsters' responsibility. Because if we give up on our parents saying कि यार ये लोग नहीं सुनेंगे, ये लोग नहीं सुधरेंगे, then वो कभी नहीं कभी नहीं upgrade हो पाएंगे. तो
Especially the mothers.
especially
They have
the
to
mothers
get the exposure of the world.
again like obviously they always have this anxiety all their life, to protect their child, and it comes from a very safe place, like from very loving space, कि मतलब obviously मतलब हमारा बच्चा है जो वो safe रहे in outer world,
for all the mothers.
going outside, doing like if we are doing night outs or something, then it's our responsibility to assure them that like we are going with the good people, we are with the good right kind of people, and like don't worry, I'll keep calling you. So these are the small things that I guess Gen Z's or maybe alpha Gen Z's now and millennials should start doing, that instead of giving up on them, on parents.
True.
Start having conversation. Sometimes I'm sure ke start mein bahut difficult hota hai, I have done it and I know it's very difficult to start a conversation on them because it's very easy to give up. But then again, like थोड़ा एफर्ट ले लो यार अपने पेरेंट्स से, दे हैव लाइक हमें बड़ा किया है उन्होंने, तो
Exactly.
इट्स आवर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी टू एजुकेट देम ऑन दिस.
No, I completely understand your point. But with the whole, when I say that the whole feminism has started changing its whole direction and women have started becoming violently active, like they wish to be, like she mentioned, that they want to just conquer the whole world. But it is not honestly possible by even a human to do that. Then we cannot just expect. I would want you, Suma, because you're an image consultant, you will be having so many different kinds of women around you who you would be guiding. What is your take on this entire thing that is constantly going, that we have to be feminist or the mindset has to grow, we have to be empowered, all of that things that is being pushed out on you? Because pehle aisa tha that there was a feminine energy. Now there is too much of over empowerment that is happening. And with that, like I said, that they are losing the touch of femininity. So I want you to tell us that what is happening around and what is the evolution that is taking place.
Ria, that was so well put. Okay. So the thing is, I don't know if there's something of, over empowerment.
Yeah.
There is empowerment. And it should remain, women should always remain empowered, just as men should remain empowered. So it's equal. We believe in equality of the sexes. So it should always be so. The thing is, I know where you're coming from. At times, there are women, when we were young, when I was young, before you were born, you may remember there was a throw the bra out of the closet. Okay. So that was how women want to show empowerment. But that did not go down very well in history, of course.
Yeah.
The thing is, we don't want to be like anyone. We should just be like ourselves. The minute we walk with confidence, knowing fully well that we are empowered already, we just have to let our voice out on a safe platform. Now, what happens is during childhood or in some backgrounds or ethnicities, women don't get this power to speak for themselves, to speak their mind, right from childhood. So the little girl has grown up not being able to let out what she wants to say, and then she grows up into a woman, and who can blame her? She just comes out with a vengeance. So therefore, it's important right from childhood to nurture this in girls, just as much as in boys, to speak for themselves and to let them know that they are equal in every way and according to situations, according to societies, according to cultural backgrounds, ethnicities, or socioeconomic scenarios, women should, or girls and women should let out what they have to say in that many words, as just as any boy or man would say.
True.
And also in the way they dress and the way they behave. We just got to be fair and equal. There's one thing about speaking about all this, but let it not be in the closet. Let it be out there at the open, and discuss it. Now, there's no need to be very vociferous about it. No, we can be loud and we can talk our mind, but let us not step into a zone where, we attract the wrong kind of attention. I'm not just talking about women. It's even men. A lot of men also feel vulnerable these days.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know, femininity is taking over, is it? Maybe. Or, some kind of the battle of the sexes, which should not happen at all.
Exactly, yeah.
So everyone should get equal, a platform where they can voice out their ideas and thoughts in an equal manner.
True that.
And feel safe about it. And not feel that somebody's judging.
Yeah.
आजकल सब लोग बोलते हैं ना judgmental.
The social media.
You know, so this kind of a suppression, more and more women especially should get this kind of a platform to air their views. That's where people like Ria are godsend.
Thank you. No, like you also mentioned, there's a lot about equality that has to be there, not empowerment to any particular gender. It is back in the days where actually women were not feeling more safer when the women empowerment and the feminism came as a concept. Today, I feel that as women and as men, both of the sexes needs to understand this one thing, that there is something called equal, and at the same time you have to realize that we are women, we are meant to be in a certain way, and men have to be meant to be in a certain way. We have the responsibility to bear a child, we've been chosen for that, so we have to be in a secured way, we have to protect our entire body in a certain way, whereas men have to be earning, and we cannot step in the different shoes, we cannot always fight that why is it that I'm not allowed to be outside of the house, why is it that I'm not able to get those opportunities. Back in the days that was genuinely a problem, but today both the sexes are living in the same house, earning almost the same, sometimes even more. So I personally feel that now is the time where our society needs to understand that now they are equal, and women can be in their own space of femininity while the man can be masculine enough. Because these days there's a lot of clash that is happening. What do you think about the same?
Well, I believe Shiv Shakti is one.
Yeah.
Our body is Shiv Shakti. But nowadays, women are also doing what? They are going into a competition with men.
Exactly.
I can do this. Fine, you can do it. But it has to be a way of doing. Men's are being very authentic and real.
Yeah.
Women's are covering up. They think that we apply makeup on face. So we can do the same thing when it comes to feelings or talkings or anything. They want to goof up, make up, and do a lot of things. In this note, I would just say that don't judge anyone. Don't judge your own self or even a partner next to you, whether it's your husband, your friend, your daughter, your son, whoever it is. Be honest. Originality of ours is only one thing, that you have to be honest.
Yeah.
Once psychologically you take that you are honest to whatever you feel like, that gains confidence in you. Then only your voice is being heard. Sometimes here, what is the problem, Ria? There are a lot of women speaking.
Yeah.
सुनने वाला कोई नहीं है. क्यों नहीं है? क्योंकि वो वजन नहीं पड़ता है. वो ना वेट नहीं होता है उनकी बातों में. They just, because today Ria is doing podcast, somebody will come, or even I want to do podcast. Yeah. But they're not going to go into that deep, कि what it takes to become a podcast.
Exactly.
Outer part, the decoration was fantastic. But you as a person has to be equally creative to sit on that panel and question and talk about that different topics, different line. Sometimes it's very immediate.
Yeah.
So when I become a motivational speaker or she's an image consultant and somebody just comes, मुझे भी ये करना है. मुझे देख के बोलेंगे मुझे ये करना है, आपको देख के बोलेंगे मुझे ये करना है. So they're very confused. They don't know what they want to be. Then they get tired. And the frustration goes haywire anywhere. So here where even women have to understand that you are destined to become something, check on yourself that what you like.
True.
Try a couple of things before going out loud.
Yeah.
Try a couple of things. Know where you are the best. And the best opportunities in today's world is in this social media and AI world. You now no work is low or high.
Yeah.
You don't need to be a CEO of a company, or you don't need to become a president of a particular institution or something like that, or you don't need to be a engineering and then only you have a status. You don't need to become a doctor, then only you have a status. You can become what is destined for you. Be honest, give justice to what is planned for you for this journey of your life. If you do that with full heart, with full honesty,
Yeah.
it will automatically shine in the world. So this is a very basic thing person has to understand. Whether it is a boy or a girl, a man or a woman, I would tell everybody the same. Check on yourself before judging someone else. See yourself before talking about someone else.
Yes.
There you will automatically find the moment you will go into yourself, you will get scared of yourself. you are not ready to know yourself.
Yeah.
You are so scared. अंदर से बहुत सारा guilt आने लगेगा. Am I the one who abused that person?
Yeah.
Am I the one? I cannot do that. I cannot do this. And I'm talking about that female or that man. Sometimes when you be honest, you have to understand the other person's issues also. If you are coming to me with a particular problem and you're being very honest on it
Yes.
without playing any games, so then equally it is my job that time to listen to you, not judge you, and find a way out of it. You don't have to show that person कि मैंने ओहो क्या उपकार कर लिया आपको हेल्प करके. ये सब चीज़ें बहुत डिस्टर्बिंग होती हैं. और फिर क्या होता है, one time you call me, 2 times you call her. When you repeatedly see this, then you stop hearing that person, you know.
Yes.
You try to explain them in some way, but then if that person is not taking it seriously, you stop listening to that person. And then when this happens, then what you start feeling? I have been ignored.
Yeah. And then
Nobody
the
is listening to
frustration.
me. I'm not heard. And then that frustration goes where? I don't want the son, daughter, husband. Husbands to hai 24 hours to punch the bag. But I don't think so. That is a good way of living. Understand people's issues also. Not always because you think that position is right or that particular thing is object is right, that has to be right. That is your one particular angle.
Yes.
The other person must be seeing from another angle. You have to respect that angle. If you are not to that agreement point, if it is a disagreement somewhere, come to a certain point and find the solution to it.
True.
Still it's not making. Fine, you your way, me mine.
Yeah.
But ये सब extra करके, which is extra dramatic होना, that is actually ruining a person's peace.
Yes.
And in this fast-paced world, the most important is to be in peace.
True.
And that peace comes from stillness. And you need that me time, whether it is a man or a woman, you need that me time. In that me time, you do whatever you like. But you need that. You go cook, you dance, you scream out loud, you act however you want to without thinking about कि घर में लोग क्या कहेंगे. Forget बाहर. Don't bother about घर में भी लोग क्या कहेंगे. Ultimately, it is you. You want to be happy. You wanted to be unloaded. हम लोग घूम के भी आते हैं तो बैग को भी खाली कर देते हैं immediately to put things into wash. So why are we
why
carrying
carry the
so much of
baggage?
load on us?
Yes. Yes.
Which is of no use. We are just damaging our body, our hormonal system. When we will be in perimenopause, again, there will be nobody to understand us. So then again, we'll start crying on that. See, I'm going through so many things and then nobody is here to understand me. But at least हम अपने आप को ही understand कर ले, बहुत हो गया. So
Enough.
automatically, you'll get that confident in you. And I'm telling you, other people will start understanding automatically without words going, because that is the energies you are passing.
True that. They speak much more.
We are thinking something, we want something, and we are talking something. There is no alignment at all. And you know, our society is only celebrating adjustments. Alignment is never celebrated.
So well put. So well
So
put.
beautifully put.
Absolutely.
Honestly, very nicely put. Like we can completely understand. वो बोलते हैं ना कि हम दुनिया के शोर में इसीलिए रहते हैं क्योंकि खुद का अंदर का शोर ना बहुत डरावना लगता है.
वो सुनना नहीं है.
सुनना ही नहीं है. It's like that. Now, Suma ji, since she mentioned so many things about confident building, knowing inner self, how does image consulting, because at the end of the day, no matter how much you say the outer appearance of a person, the styling part, a lot of things change after you style properly, you have your outer appearance well. How does image consulting play a vital role in all of this?
Yeah, so image consulting, most people feel it's just jo bahar ka hai,
Huh.
you know, dikhawa or whatever. Okay, it's just not that. So there are 4 verticals of an image consultant, A, B, C, D. Okay? A is appearance management, which most people think image consulting is all about only appearance management. B is body language and behavior. C is confidence building and communication skills. And D is your digital presence, so important these days. And I also would like to say dining etiquette.
Absolutely.
So there are, I can go till Z.
Yeah.
But keeping time constraint, I'm saying A, B, C, D, which are the
Yeah.
most commonly discussed aspects of an image consultant. One is definitely appearance management because जैसे सवरते हैं सजते हैं ना सवारते हैं सजते हैं अपने आप को. My Hindi is good though I'm a Malayali. Good enough.
Yeah.
Anyway, so so that of course makes a lot of a difference because that's how we are portraying ourselves to the world. When we portray our best face to the world, the world sees us in that aspect and that's how they treat us. So it's very important. B is body language and behavior, as I said. Body language, and especially when you wear a sari,
Nazakat.
what's that word?
Nazakat.
Nazakat. Good, I learned a new word. I've heard it. Okay.
Yeah.
That changes, A woman becomes a lady.
Yes.
You just give a dupatta to a little child.
Yeah, and still she'll become a lady.
I'm sure you've all done it. I've done it.
We've all done
Put the dupatta and pretended to be mummy, And that andaz was something else, at that time. Similarly, give a jacket to a youngster, to a little boy or a
Yes.
teenager. So he will wear the jacket, wear dad's shoes also and start, imitating, becoming the dad or whoever the, person he looks up to.
Yes.
So that's what happens with behavior. Okay, so from appearance, we go on to behavior and the body language changes, as I just discussed. You start bringing out the best and composure. So when we are so composed, the body language, the thought process, everything is changing. We are speaking our best. The refinement comes out the best. About the way we move ourselves, the way we talk. We start having conversations in our mind as to what should be the best thing I should say. I should talk. Then, this thing of feeling claustrophobic and feeling shut down into a corner, especially as women, that becomes less. Because we are going to be so nuanced in the way we speak. We speak only what's really required, only what really makes sense. We use rich words, so that becomes your communication skills. And then what happens is your confidence, oh my God, you may just hit the ceiling and, go through it. That's how you become superwoman. Okay. And D is your digital presence, how you portray yourself to the world. So every like or not like, think, soch samajh ke karna. There's no rush. Don't do something, click on something that you don't like and wonder why the world is against you. Maybe it's not required. So let it, I say leave some time. If you're getting very agitated, don't go to Twitter and this. We have a voice, yes, but let that voice be as close to being right as possible.
True.
All right. So for the world, it may not be right. That doesn't matter. But for ourselves, did we really mean what we said?
Yeah.
Whether it's Twitter or any platform whatsoever. So, and dining etiquette,
Very important.
it's very, very important because it's like, when you're having a meal with someone, wo to interview le chuke hai aapke man mein. It's over, it's done. They've already, soch samajh ke rakhe. Oh, she is like that, he's like that. So I'm not saying it's just the importance of eating with spoon and fork. It's even if we eat with our hands, the way we sit, the way we, eat, how much we eat. We start eating just enough.
Yeah.
That 80%? And
That's
then,
it.
yes. So I've given you a free idea on how to maintain your weight.
We were just talking that before we started the podcast.
But I'm saying generally. Generally.
Yes,
okay,
yes,
generally.
yes. True
I
that.
mean, it's not maintain the weight. It's also about how to be healthier. So we reach out only for the right options because we're going to be careful the way we eat. The French have a particular way of eating with the spoon and fork. I should show you later on sometime, or the knife and fork, especially when they're eating rice or anything that's, in our country, we have a lot of vegetables and gravy. So, how they put it on the fork, inverted fork and they eat, you can eat only that much at a time. So, if you had taken a full platter, now you only start taking half a platter because you can only eat that much. But you've still eaten well, it's digested well, it's gone into the system so well. And then you start glowing and people wonder, which gym are you going to? Or which dietitian are you following? The thing is, we are following our own inner calling of, eating well.
True that.
So that's the ABCD of image management as such.
So, Sumaji, you very nicely put down the ABCD of the image consulting part. So you mentioned that dining etiquettes play a vital role in knowing a person, and honestly, I agree to it that because we meet the person for the first time, we either go for a coffee or we go for a dinner or a lunch, and that itself is your first impression that you put. So can you just highlight points that we have to take care of when it comes to dining etiquettes?
Ria, first impressions go a long way, and sometimes they become lasting impressions.
Yeah.
So, in order for that not to be a negative impression, we work, of course, on the ABC, but let's go to D, the dining etiquette as such. Okay, so if you've noticed, many of the bosses like to take the new person who is, say, coming up the ranks, could be promoted to a CEO's level or other managerial level, okay, like to take them out just not for a coffee, for a dinner.
Yeah.
वो डिनर पे सब कुछ समझ लेते हैं. How is this person? How scalable as an employee is he in this arena? Okay, should I send him abroad? Should he have more meetings with foreign clientele? Should I put him in a space where there are more youngsters or senior officials? He actually wants to make sure what can I do, how can his future be secured in this arena, and therefore he's taking him out for dinner. Okay, not for him to enjoy a meal. So I always tell my trainees, please, when you're called out for dinner, have a sandwich or roti, sabzi, jo bhi khana hai ghar se, kha pi ke jana. And they say, oh, what? We're going there to eat in a 5-star Taj. Who will go to? I say, of course, you're going to eat. But you're going to, in a way, impress your boss. Okay? Sometimes you have to play smart. If you want it, it's all for the right reasons.
Yeah.
You want to scale up the ladder, you just have to be smart. So how do you take your... First of all, you don't get flummoxed by the cutlery that you see there.
Yeah.
Okay? So you have, spoons and knives and forks and everything laid on all sides, not just on 2 sides, sometimes even on 3. And then you have your water goblet. Along with water goblet, you have other wine glasses and. So don't just go there and say, oh, I don't drink. Yeah, we all drink somewhere else. But in front of the boss, you want to play cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So the thing is, it's okay whether you drink or you don't. Just let it be there. It's absolutely okay. How do you use your cutlery that's kept? The first thing. Okay. First of all, you take your napkin, place it on the lap. And then the cutlery rule is, from the outside, go in. Automatically, you use the first spoon that's kept there. If it's a roundish spoon, there definitely is going to be soup that's coming. Absolutely. So you as a food influencer, you know that very well already. Most of us know.
Yeah.
But most of us are not sure about how to use these things. So that's what I teach them in the dining etiquette sessions. I do it with actual food on the table, not just imaginary. There's no point. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work at all. Once we're educated on that, for a recap, we may just practice with no food, but ideally have food and practice with all the courses. I'm a teetotaler. I don't drink. I don't drink liquor. Okay, water is the elixir of life. I drink water. And I love my tea and coffee also. But the thing is, when there is, say, something for any of the, say, a whiskey glass or, say, a wine goblet, and you don't know how to use it, the thing is, when you're promoted, first of all, that you should be smart and educate yourself a little bit. Today, there are so many videos, to follow. Literally, you can see every aspect. So try to follow it at home. Just pour water into one of those glasses and practice. That's good enough. Even if you don't drink, to please your boss, I would say it's a smart thing to say, why not? I'd like to taste some.
Yeah.
Okay. Take a sip and keep it there. Follow your boss. All right. Boss is testing you.
Yes.
Just play smart, because sometimes bosses are also seeing, if I'm going to send him to people in the company of people who actually have or enjoy a drink, how is he going to handle that?
Yeah.
And if you drink, just go for that first serving. Don't say, yes, I'd like to have another one.
Yeah.
No, please.
That's it.
Have it some other time when your boss is not around. These are small tips. And of course, take a small bite each time. Have your conversations, but not with food in the mouth, of course.
True,
because the
again.
boss is actually taking a test and trying to see where can you be placed. Okay, so all this And much more when you meet me at the dining etiquette of charisma image management.
Lovely, lovely. No, amazingly put down. Like we say that this is not just in corporate life, but overall in your entire life. You come up with so many places where you have to be away from embarrassment. And that's when you need the right kind of image consultant.
Oh, how nice. I know. Because, you don't want to put a fork into something and,
Yeah.
that piece of whatever it is
To
nugget.
fly
Or,
away.
yeah. I think we've all heard enough
We've
of
all
stories
heard,
about
yes.
it. The chicken just tends to, take wings and
Yeah.
fly off, whether it's a chicken or whether it's
Or you're too
anything else.
clumsy to make things fall.
I know.
Too
and
much
have a
of noise
spill.
on the plate.
Oh, that's a
The
no-no.
eating noise. There are so many stories just in dining. I feel we have to have a one-on-one conversation with you to understand more into
The
image,
details,
details of
sure.
it. Definitely. We talked so much about the ABCD of it. We talked about the dining etiquettes. But I personally feel that nothing of all of this works out if you are not your inner self is not truly positive, right? So I want, Mrs. Krupa Shah, I would want you to highlight that how does Kalachetna play a vital role when it comes to the inner image of a person?
So first, I will just let you know what is Kalachetna.
Yeah.
So being an artist, I have been always practiced a very non-judgmental kind of an art, which is called abstract art. So as I told you, I had my 3 daughters. At a very young age, I got married at the age of 18. And I had a lot of desire to become something in my life. So I wanted my own identity. But following to the God's rule, I had my daughters, I had my responsibilities. Doing that, somewhere I thought that I'm missing out myself somewhere and I cannot take it this mod because I'm setting a very wrong example for my daughters.
Yes.
So the first thing which came in my mind is that I want to teach my daughter not by saying or educating, but I want to do that, what I'm going to educate them. They see me and they also learn the same. So there where I became very conscious about it. So every move of mine had become very full of responsibility. And as you know, that we are born spiritual species. We are born spiritual species and we believe in compassion, love, truth, honesty, and acceptance. This is what our original sanskars are there with us.
Yes.
Which over the years, seeing the world, experiences of the world, good and bad, we forget those sanskar. And then we start, as I said, we start debating, we go into that controversy which is not needed. We bother our energies. We do a lot of things which is actually not needed in that 24 hours, which is always sun is giving into our account that 24 hours. We can use it in a very deliberately in a nicer way. So yes, then I started. So for my inner talking to myself was always something related to art. I was a good dancer, was a good painter in my childhood. So I figured out myself that where I want to go. I was a good cook also. But then finally I was a good jewelry designer also. I have experienced everything those days. Then I picked up the art part. Now to do abstract art, it was a compulsing was that I have to be very positive inside. So any of the outer environment shouldn't bother me in any which ways. So how do you go to that particular part? So that was silence. So I started meditating from those days. It's almost 20 years. I'm doing a Brahma Muhurat meditation. Wow. I wake up at 3:30 and my day starts from there. So there I start with a deep silence. Then I do my Surya Namaskar. And then, so my first meeting is with myself, with God. And then the routine of my body, exercises or something. This is my routine. And then it goes to my kids and then rest, other things, other commitments and everything. This is since past 20 years. So when I started, it was a little bit difficult because 3 kids are small, so much to do. I mean, you must be understanding how much it goes when the kids
Absolutely.
are small. But there I believed that from doing nothing, at least I'm doing something. I don't know where I'm going to reach. As I said, I was not judging myself. I just kept doing. And then I used to go to my studio after finishing everything in the afternoon times. I never had a habit of sleeping. My kids were in school or even they are sleeping or they are with me in the studio. And I'm painting on my canvas for hours and hours. And always a complaint from the family, she never picks up phones. This was the great judgment for me. She never picks up phones. What if some emergency turns out? But only when I'm busy, emergency is going to come. I never understood that. Complaints ever. So nobody even tried to understand. Okay, why is she not picking up? Is she busy? But as that womanhood is coming, I'm calling, she has to pick up. What busy she is.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm busy. I know I'm busy. So I was into my work, and there, when I used to go to my studio, I didn't know where I'm going to start or what I'm going to become. But I wanted to do something, and I wanted my own identity and know myself. So it was not because to become a successful person, but I wanted to reach my own self. So meditation, Surya Namaskar, and art. So I just one day picked up a color and just threw it on the canvas. And I just started. कुछ नहीं सोचा मैं क्या बनाऊंगी कुछ भी नहीं. Because if I'm talking about judgment, then I can't think and paint something. Right? So I just started experiencing that. A lot of canvases I spoiled. And doing that, I went deep into it. I played with so many colors, so many things. वो हम घर पे बासन घिसते हैं ना वो भी मैंने लिया है अपने पेंटिंग में. I mean, I've tried everything. I used to enjoy that. Because you know why? Besides that particular time, once back I'm coming to that material world, a lot of noise and nuisance going around.
True.
From there, again, I'm going to my studio. So there is a disconnect coming, and I'm just being with my own self and pouring all my emotions. If Wednesday, I'm there up in the house, something has gone good or bad. Sometimes it's very difficult, you being very happy, that is also not right. You being very sad, that is also not right. You have to be somewhere into that balance part. So whenever I used to go into my canvas, I used to throw colors, play, spoil it up. Abstract art is all about that, And then I used to go back and then I used to think, kya kiya aaj maine? What am I doing? I'm just throwing whatever I like. Either I'm throwing my emotions out, कोई मुझे कुछ बोल दिया, I cannot go and tell that person, but I didn't like that.
Yeah.
You had to check next time. So that is also what I'm pouring onto my canvas. And that canvas is not at all judgment. No judgments, no revert back, nothing. But from there, I saw something. When I kept looking at that one particular canvas, I started seeing images, beautiful images coming out. So there where I learned that life is all about this, full of chaos, full of nonsense and nuisance. Now from that chaos, you have to pick up what you like and cover the other parts to elaborate that beautiful thing come out and let the world see what is that.
Wow.
That's the practice made me this human today. And simultaneously, I saw that my emotional blockages was breaking up. And I went deep, deep, deep into it to who true Krupa is. The soul of Krupa I have touched. Krupa is just a name.
Yeah.
The real is the soul. But कल ये नाम रहे ना रहे, लेकिन ये soul तो कहीं ना कहीं रहने ही वाला है. So I touched that deep soul into it, and then I created many paintings. That point of view, I never thought that I'm going to reach to an international level. I was just doing because I was enjoying. That was the part which was taking a nice ride to my own self, and I was enjoying that. And when I used to do that, when I used to go back to the material world, to that many roles, I used to balance it out very well. तो मेरे दिमाग में यही आता था. आज मैंने रेड भी डाला था, येलो भी डाला था, ब्लैक भी डाला था, ये भी डाला था, वो भी डाला था. So when humans also start talking like that, so if that some person is in a very aggressive mood, okay, that red color comes in my mind. Some person is very sweet to you and very talking nicely to you. So the blue comes. When I'm with my daughters, that nice bubbly yellow, pink, mixed colors come.
Yeah.
And when it is on the canvas, you're mixing all these colors and a beautiful another color is deriving from that. Same what life is.
Emotion.
Different emotions of people, different expressions of people. When you mix it, a beautiful another color comes out, and that's what life is. So every time is not needed to go back and disappoint someone or insult someone. That's not our cup of tea.
Yeah.
But this is what it is. That's how colors play an important, vital role in everybody's life. Emotions doesn't understand the language of logic, though it understands language of energies. So today also we are here. More we are talking, but we are enjoying the energies of each other,
Yeah.
which is really getting us all well along here. So higher energies. So same way I wanted to do, I grew myself as a person, and slowly and nicely I could understand relationships much better. I could handle it much better. I could explain it much better. I could,
Put it
if
on
two
them.
aggressive people fighting, I can nicely manage them very well. So a lot of things into me changed. My perspective changed,
100%.
completely changed. And this is what I wanted to help the youths, the women's, that it's okay. We all are from the same species. We are not different. But doing this kind of an exercise slowly, consistently, that also definitely changes you as a person. And you yourself will see that how it changes you.
Yeah.
So now having colors in everybody's life, see, I am a painter, so I have colors and canvases with me. But you're not a painter. So how would you practice this? So there where I got this Kalachetna, where you have to have a pen and paper. I do couple of workshops in this. Someday you all can come and attend my seminars.
100%.
So I do this art meditation where you have a pen and paper with you, and I'm having a commentary where I am trying to get you towards yourself. And you're not supposed to judge. You're not doing anything. We're just doing a meditation, a breath work, and then you just start doing your work. And once you start doing your work, no judgments, nothing. You're just doing anything. You just let your pen work however it wants to. The pen is the leader. You are bypassing your mind and straight from your subconscious mind you're coming out. क्योंकि हमारे सोसाइटी में बचपन से ये सिखाया जाता है, be strong, it's okay, don't worry, don't feel sad, you'll heal as time passes, but you never heal. That emotion is stuck somewhere in your body. And somewhere or the other, it does come out. So these kind of exercises much needed. And when you consistently do this, you become stronger. You yourself will be independent. So when we talk about a independent woman talk, so I would always say independence is within you. You are only dependent on so many people that you don't know what is the meaning of independent woman. So when you start doing this, you're not judged by anyone, no promises, no comparison, no judging at all, and you're released. और एक फियर भी नहीं होता है कि आज मैंने मेरा पूरा ये दुख इसके ऊपर निकाला या बहुत खुशी निकाली या जो भी इमोशंस आपने निकाला, द पेपर हैज़ टेकन इट नाइसली ऑन इट एंड यू हैव नो फियर कि आज मैंने इसको बोला, आई वॉज एग्जॉस्टेड तो मैंने तो उसको बोल दिया मुझे जो फील हुआ. फिर आपको वो डर सताने लगता है कि ये कहीं जाके कहीं और जाके कुछ मल्टीप्लाई करके बोलेगी तो another fear you are creating and judging in that again. So to come out of all that chaos and being a beautiful person, I think everybody should. This is where Kalachetna I introduced. And in my workshops, we have seen people, they come with lot of pressures. And when they do this act, they're actually crying. They're bursting out. Yeah. They're putting their whole energies of anger, love, everything on that paper, and they're actually crying. So imagine how much you are loaded. And you are just bluffing yourself. Oh, I'm strong. मुझे कुछ नहीं लगता है.
Putting a layer, I think.
Just
You're
layers,
just
yeah.
putting layers and layers. And then when that layer bursts out, we call it a depression case.
But you're not working on that core point.
Yeah.
You're not working on that core point. So I want these things to come because now you must have seen in youths a lot of suicidal things coming. Digital media has really taken in a boom where people, you must have heard right now in Delhi, three sisters committed suicide behind that Korean, I don't know what it was. I don't know where the parents were that time. But why this situation came? Because they were not heard. They were feeling lonely. There was nobody to listen to them. They had a lot of things to talk about, but they were getting scared. If I put this across to my parents, how will my parents react? fear of that judgment. So we need to break that. More and more, if you start doing these kind of an exercises, you there will be a clarity about what you want to do in life. And for this, the best part is you don't need to be an artist or a painter or a passion to paint. It is a skill which develops you as a person from inside and connects you to your own self. So I believe in not controlling people, but connecting people.
Yeah.
Once you start learning connecting people, you develop best leaders in your world.
True, very true.
In fact, you become the leader of your own space, your own family. Because the best leaders for me is those who don't control but connect to each other.
Yeah.
There are words which are not spoken at sometimes, बहुत सारे वो गहरी चोटें होती है, गहरी सोच होती है, जिनके कोई शब्द नहीं है. कभी कभी हम ऐसे बोलते हैं, क्या बोलो, अब तो मेरे पास शब्द ही नहीं है बोलने के लिए. But you are disturbed somewhere inside and you want to release it. How would you do that?
Different
There where Kalachetna comes.
Yeah, talk about artist therapy,
Yeah.
There's nothing better.
Exactly. In fact, I can completely see on her face. So sometimes when people find their inner selves, I think for everybody who has reached to a point in spirituality journey of their own life, that they can find their own soul, the glow of that person naturally changes. And I think in this entire room, like since the moment we begin, all the four of us, when we started this conversation to right now, when we are moving towards the end of the conversation, the energy shift is real.
Really high, to a higher energy.
It is too beautiful to have this conversation also. And I think you have put so much of insights. I am a person who's full of creativity, like be it podcast, be it dancing, do a lot of things when it comes to only creative journey of my own. And being a creative person, the only thing I've observed, like she mentioned, that when you go in the zone of creativity, you feel that the nuisances of the world is nothing. It is of no use because you are in your own world. Plus, you also start realizing what you did wrong there. So it's basically like you are taking a time to respond instead of just reacting to a particular thing. So I think I'm trying to put it in a better way.
Yes, very true. And I would, on your podcast, I would tell to each and every one that in the entire day, you should have that honest stillness. I mean, honest pause from whatever you are doing, that 1 minute, 3 minutes, how much ever you want.
Yeah.
That honest pause is a must to burn out yourself for future.
Exactly.
It will really help you. It will really gain your energy. How we keep charging our mobiles.
Yeah, we
we
need-
also need to get charged because ये है कलयुग.
Burnout.
कलयुग में कुछ ना कुछ गलत होते ही रहेगा. आप जितना गलत देखोगे उतना it you absorb in your subconscious mind, then you start living that life. Rather, shift your energies, transform yourself, and activate yourself to install something good for your own self. Then think about world. Once you acquire yourself, things will automatically be placed in the outside world.
True that. Since we are constantly talking about the inner part of the world, the outer part of the world, it's now time to talk about what's happening in the model world. So, Sneha, I come to you again and I want to understand that today's world is full about digital judgments, digital space. You're a content creator. I want you to highlight the parts of a content creator's life that people genuinely don't know. And you feel like using this particular platform today, you wish to tell us and tell the audience as well that this is the reality and please stop looking at whatever you see.
I can't emphasize on this thing enough that whatever you see online, it's somewhat real, somewhat not real. Like you said about her, ma'am, that like because she does all the meditation and everything, like she has found herself, that shows, that reflects exactly that way. When in your content, when you're authentic, when doing what you love, that shows in your content. And there are numerous people, numerous content creators that is rising every day. It's very easy to mask on, like to put on that mask and be someone else on the camera. But when you go to the events or when you meet them in real life, it's a very much, you will see a lot of difference. And obviously, like how you go to office, and there you have to be professional. You can't be talking, like how you talk it at home, and
Yeah.
how you behave at home. You can't behave that way in your office. And similarly, this same thing goes in our content creation, that when you are off camera, you be that completely another level person, and when you are on camera, you're a completely different person. But I would like to say that if you are intuitive enough, you will realize that if this person is real or not.
Or not. Yes.
You will absolutely get an idea that एंड ये देखने का भी एक बहुत अच्छा तरीका है when they don't put content, in like if they put content in very raw format, they show their life, where they are going, what they are doing, what they think, what they don't think, what they believe on, what they don't believe on. You get to know the real person. But if their content is very much altered, very much put, like so many lights are there, proper camera is like is there, and मतलब एक मास्क ही होता है मोस्ट ऑफ द कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स के पीछे कि यार तुम नहीं जान पाओगे कि हाउ दे एक्चुअली आर इन देयर रियल लाइफ. एंड आई वुड ऑल्सो लाइक टू टेल के so many bloggers are there who are doing very well in their career. They are the top bloggers, and most of them, if you see, they are actually a good human being, and that shows in their content. And those are the people who goes ahead. जो आप
Yeah.
अगर मतलब आप कितने दिन करोगे, एवरी डे यू पुट कॉन्टेंट, एवरी डे यू पुट दैट रील, एवरी डे यू पुट व्लॉग, तो हर बारी आपका सेम फेस नहीं होगा. कहीं ना कहीं पे दैट विल ड्रॉप डाउन, एंड दैट विल शो योर रियल फेस. एंड आई थिंक दैट्स वेयर द जर्नी स्टार्ट्स गोइंग डाउन हिल.
Yes. You cannot always be perfect.
You cannot always be perfect, and you cannot always be fake, honestly.
True.
So that is the thing. I would also like to tell that as a content creator, it's high time that everyone should start being authentic to themselves.
Yes.
There is a different thing that fake it till you make it. That applies when when you are doing a good thing, like you are doing a good work. But when you are very different and rude person in real life, but you show people that you're very good and connecting, like very friendly in nature on camera, but then when you meet them in real life, it's very different. I have seen, and I think Ria will also tell that
That is why I'm
we have-
constantly laughing.
we have met those people in real life. But theek hai, that's their thing. We are nobody to judge, but to go a long way, you need to be authentic if you are coming in this field.
100%. Like being a creator today, I also understand that there's a huge pressure of being aesthetically appealing, having the right camera angle, right kind of appearance, wearing the right kind of fit, because everybody thinks that media world is too glamorous. But the people who have aced in media world are the people who took image consultant right way. True. They found the inner beauty and the outer beauty of themselves and stuck true to themselves and did not fake. So I completely get your point. Sneha, in this entire content creation journey, we all face a lot of time misogynist behavior. Have you ever came across that kind of a behavior, or some kind of a like, say somebody judged you, somebody texted you in a certain way, and how did you kind of face? Because we are completely exposed in a digital space, we are completely exposed to all kinds of things about a person. So can you just highlight that little?
Honestly, see, the thing is that everyone has an internet access right now.
Yeah.
आई वुड से कि जिनको इंटरनेट एक्सेस नहीं मिलना चाहिए उनको भी इंटरनेट एक्सेस मिला हुआ है, एंड दे आर जस्ट द कीबोर्ड वॉरियर्स. लाइक इवन स्लाइटेस्ट थिंग, किसी के ड्रेसिंग पे कुछ आपने बोल दिया, किसी के अरे आपका ये आईलाइनर ऐसे कैसे आपने बना दिया, उस पर कुछ बोल दिया. सो आई थिंक डेफिनेटली अगर इफ सामने वाला person is very sensitive, or they can't take the comments, then they would definitely get hurt. I would say that while coming into this field, I had this promise to myself, like I promised myself that I will never get affected by all those things, because
True.
I know what I'm in what world I'm stepping into. and it's very normal. It's gonna be eventually तो ये और मतलब worst हो जाएगा. So I have just thought to myself that I'll not let it affect me. Honestly, if I'll tell you, most of the videos when it goes viral, there are so many chances that you get exposed to the different type of mindset of the people, and वो definitely ऐसे comment करेंगे आप पे कि आपको ऐसे लगेगा यार मैं सच में इतनी बुरी हूँ या मैंने सच में इतनी बड़ी गलती कर दी क्या.
Yeah.
मतलब you will feel that somewhere I am maybe not doing correct, how people can say things about me. But then I'll give this one suggestion that don't look at your comments, and
True.
just prepare yourself that they are nobody to judge you. और
Yeah.
अच्छा, और एक चीज़ इसमें मुझे ऐड करनी है कि when you think, like, you should know your priorities. You prioritize that only I'll take consideration of my mom, dad, and maybe your spouse or your partner. Only their comments matter to me, what they think that matters to me. Then I think all these things eliminates itself. Then you don't you ignore all these people,
I
because
completely agree.
कोई वो चिंटू जो दिल्ली में बैठ के आप पे कमेंट कर रहा है, आप मुंबई में हो लिविंग योर बेस्ट लाइफ, हाउ डज दैट इवन मैटर ब्रो?
True.
It shouldn't matter. And I guess like, if you are coming into this field, any content creator who is saying this, you have to have this mindset that there will be different type of people, and you can't control everyone, and you can't control everyone's mindset, and you can't reply also. मैं तो ये बोलूँगी reply भी मत करो यार. just leave them as is it.
Don't
it is.
waste, like she said,
No,
don't
no.
waste energy.
There is no point in
Yes.
wasting your, because even if you reply, then someone else will come and they will comment on it. No, but he is true, you like, he is right, you are wrong, you did that. So I guess you also know, when
Yeah.
our reels goes viral, there are so many people who will come and comment, and we just should like understand and have that education to ourselves कि हमें इनको ignore ही करना है. There is no other way to
Very
deal
true.
with it.
Very true.
How you said about this, that how do you react with people's comment. So all these years I used to have my art exhibitions, and I am a creator person. So I don't see things around me which is already available for people to see, like mountains and seas and plants and faces and human faces. Human faces तो मुखौटा ही है, तो वो तो करना ही नहीं था. तो I didn't want to become a recreator, but I wanted to become something which I am creating. I own it, and I want to show it to the world, because I want to become that real artist. So I started doing that. This all supported by my meditations and my practices and everything I did. The moment I used to have my exhibitions, see, digital is now in
Yeah.
5-10 years, it has really boomed up so much. Talking about back 20 days, people are coming to my exhibitions. First rule of mine was, somebody had told me you should have wine and cheese. Then only people would be interested in your art, and maybe you may have a selling. I'm like, ऐसा क्या होता है? What is this? What kind of a bridge are you bounding me into this? If I keep this, if it is not into my culture, I may not have it. As you said, if I'm not having it, I would not even serve anyone, because I would give something which I am doing, and that is going to come on me only.
Yeah.
Right? So I instead got different types of teas and coffees and everything, and with cookies and some breads and all that. Then whoever used to come in the 7 days, a very reputed Jahangir Art Gallery, people are coming. They don't know even a of that artist artwork, but they want to pass out some comments. I'm like, okay. So initial first 2 exhibitions, I was really panicking myself. Am I a good artist or no?
Yeah.
Or am I creating something alien types that people are not understanding? Such a basic thing. It's all more about colors. If you see my paintings and the shank, I'm very much connected to shank. Shank is the circle of your life.
Yes.
Where you are into that chakra and you have to reach to a particular point. So I love the shank. So then I understood that he or she is speaking the knowledge they have. But I am showing something very different. I am a creator. I'm creating something. तो ये बहुत जल्दी लोगों को हजम नहीं होने वाला है. So I used to enjoy taking all the critics. सबका सुनती थी मैं, अच्छा भी बुरा भी. और मुझे जो बुरा बोलते थे मैं उसको ज़्यादा सुनती थी. उसमें से मुझे जहाँ लगता था कि इसने पूरा ये जो भी लिखा है, कहा है, whatever he or she had an input, where am I supposed to improve myself? Do I need to? Is it necessity? No, put it in the garbage. It's gone in the garbage. And to those people also who are buttering me super, wow, what lovely painting. Those people will never buy the painting. But they will, oh my God, to the another level, they will praise the painting as if abhi wo painting leke apne wall pe laga denge wo. So those kind of people also, I enjoy them. As a comedian artist, I enjoy them. I laugh and I'm back to my work. So my saying point here is, whether it is good or bad, why are we judging it? Right? Why are we taking our work as good or bad? I am owning it. I am the owner of my artwork. You say good, you say bad. That is your way of talking. I will take it. If I think I have to improve, I will try. Otherwise, you go in the bin. The dustbin हमने उसी के लिए रखा है और वो सब में है, digital में भी है, right?
True.
So own it. Never ignore. The more you ignore, your mind subconsciously
At the
will
end
go
of the
there.
day, yes.
एक बार तो खोल के देख लो क्या
ऐसा
लिखा
तो क्या
है,
बोला है,
ऐसा तो क्या बोला उसने. And own it.
Yeah.
Own it. Take it a positive side to it. And then see, it will give you a kick off and where you'll reach. Because they want to stop you.
Yeah.
And you are owning those
So trying to take a
good or bad.
positive outcome of it rather than just ignore. Because ignorance will still mean that I've ignored something.
Yeah.
But if you just had that, pass through it and then delete it,
It's
so
nullified.
It's done.
It's gone. It's nullified.
True. So now so many insightful conversation has happened today. In fact, I personally feel that what if we were not time bounded with the podcast and we could have talked for hours and hours. And that is the beauty of women, I feel. That we are so much emotionally connected that we can talk for hours. But now I come to my favorite part of this conversation, that is the rapid fire. And we're going to have some really quick and fun questions, which I wish you all ladies to answer. Let's start with you. So, a thing that men get completely wrong about us.
That we are weak emotionally. Yeah.
Okay. Love or freedom. What does matter to you the most?
Empowerment, evolvement.
Lovely. One thing about yourself that you are extremely proud of.
That I get things done without overthinking.
Okay. An insecurity you overcame.
Sometimes I do feel that if I am not here, then how will things happen? Though if I was not existing, things were happening. But sometimes that motherhood thing, no, that comes
true.
up. Even understanding, but that when it comes to your kids, that does come up.
So true. An advice that you received from a woman that is going to stand with you for the rest of your life.
Be your own heroine.
Oh,
Wow.
very nice. Something that you've stopped apologizing for.
For being myself and for having my own freedom.
Okay. One thing that women should never compromise.
Honesty. Be authentic.
Okay. And a lie that most of the society tells us as women.
We look up to you. Ma, Devi,
my
and
God.
everything you are to us.
That was extremely raw. So good. Okay. What does Blisco mean to you? And what is Blisco to you?
Blisco is something that, I believe in this one thing that luxury is not for one particular set of people. It's for everyone to experience. And that's what I have tried with Blisco. When Blisco, when the Kunafa chocolate was introduced itself, it was said that, only, if we say so, rich people can only afford it and rich people can only have it. And then I said, no, yaar, that's not true. Why not everyone can have it? Everyone can enjoy that pistachio. Everyone can enjoy that, crunchy kunafa. And that's why I introduced the mini bar, and which is very, very affordable in these days.
You're going to try it.
Yeah, you guys gonna try it and tell me the honest review of it. But that was the thought behind, introducing Blisco. So, luxury has no class. This is what the Blisco
Got it.
is.
And the biggest currently what women are facing as a challenge. Today's woman is facing a challenge, the biggest challenge.
To prove themselves.
Very true. Honestly, very true. Motherhood, a blessing or a burden that modern women think?
It depends on how evolved a modern woman is. Ideally, I would want modern women to think it's the biggest blessing.
Yeah, we've been chosen for something.
Absolutely.
And lastly, a question that I want to ask you is that a habit that every girl should adapt?
Let me think. There are
Not
so
too
many
rapid.
habits. Acha, one habit that I think that has put me into my feminine energy was to, do the do good dressing, and do the good makeup just for yourself, not for the world or anyone, but
Yeah.
yeah,
So dress up
yeah,
and show
dress
up.
up and show up. That makes a
Great.
huge difference as a in confidence also.
That's the best advertisement, charisma image management can get.
True that. So that is why we need all of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
With this, we come to an end of our rapid fire round, which I know it was very rapid. But thank you all. It was such a beautiful conversation. I would like you guys also to highlight your experience from today and what is your take out of this whole conversation. Please go ahead.
So, first of all, I'm very fortunate to the podcast thing entirely. Second to Ashwini Ben, who got me introduced to you, Ria, and Ansh. And all of a sudden, just 3 days back, we somehow got connected, and this was a divine calling.
Yes.
So, everything got set. I didn't have my voice back in 3-4 days back. And all of a sudden, today, my voice has also come up. I was under viral. So, it was a wonderful decision for me coming here. Ria, today, very, very much personally, I knew you and understood you very well today. You are a great youth doing something better for the society, making the society for something good, which is really very nice. And I love to be with those rich mindset people. And you got me introduced to those two wonderful women. So it was a wonderful experience. I loved having this conversation here. And this is called Woman Power.
Yes, definitely. Suma ma'am, what would you say?
The stars have aligned, and we have, gathered here today, as you rightly put. It's a calling, it's a way of life for you, as much as it is for all of us.
All of us.
Yes.
So we are evolved. We don't want to show ourselves as superheroes. We're human beings. We have our good
Yes.
days, we have our bad days, and we take one step at a time and go ahead with the tide. And that's what you are doing now, Ria. So
That's
thank you.
amazing.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
I honestly came here with the blank slate. मैंने जैसे ही enter किया, I said that I'm here to learn. I was not looking forward to talk much, but here, and honestly, thank you so much, Ria, for introducing me with these beautiful ladies. They have taught me something that was something awakening in me. Definitely, your insights on that comment thing has helped me. Will help me in future also. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much to each one of you for bringing something or the other for the audience as well as for me today. I'm going to take so many good memories and 3 beautiful friends back home. So happy Women's Day to all of you.
Happy Women's Day to
And
all of you.
Happy Women's
And we
Day.
should pat our backs.
Oh, yes.
We own it. We should own it,
should.
right?
We deserve it.
Yeah, we deserve it.
And we should only first start respecting ourselves, only then the world will shift. So thank you. It was super beautiful conversation. When I started Filterless, I thought of creating conversations. But today, I realized something else. Women don't need permission to rise. They need a space to remember who they are before the world tells them what they truly meant to be. We are always told a timeline: study by this age, married by this age, and have children by this age. But calm down. Nobody tells us that dreams don't expire. Healing does not have a deadline, and becoming does not come with an age limit. Today, I saw a woman who started her entire journey at 55, a mother who turned pain into purpose, and an influencer and a digital content creator who is navigating her entire life on the digital space. Different journeys, same fire, and the spirit of womanhood was completely alive. No pressure, no perfection, but persistence is all what a woman truly needs. Yes, you are never too late. You are never too much. And definitely you are not done. So, this Women's Day, kindly celebrate your inner and outer self and be happy and proud of what you have become. That is it for today. And until next time, stay real, stay filterless. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe because this is all the motivation that we need to create more and more beautiful content just for you. Until next time, stay filterless.